morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out today. My name is Derek Moody. I'm the Deputy Chief of Harrisburg Bureau of Police. And I wanted to basically thank everyone for their time and coming out to share in our No Shave November initiative. Just a little bit of the brief history of our No Shave November. This is our third year of the No Shave November initiative. We began, I think, back in 2017, where we had an idea of a morale booster for our officers, and and wrap around the good, worthy cause that we could, bring to light on any type of a topic. And we started back in 2017 and raised about $1,970 for officers to participate in the No Shave initiative, to be able to grow a beard. They donated money, and we decided that we would pick a worthy cause to give that money to. And back then in 2017, our first one was HPAL, the Harrisburg Police Athletic League, was where we donated that money. We quickly brainstormed through this and realized that we had a pretty good thing going here, and decided that moving forward we would attach a theme to each one of our No Shave Novembers to really capitalize on it and really get a good grab on it. And in 2018, we had a theme that we came up with for homeless and hungry. And again, we had officers participate again. That year we raised about $2,500, and that money was donated. We ended up donating that money to the downtown Daily Bread. We got to take a tour of the downtown Daily Bread and see where the monies that were raised would go to what programs and so forth. This year we switched gears, and the theme for this year was domestic violence. And I'm happy to say with that theme that we had about 92 officers that participated this year in the No Shave November. Our November actually extends a little further than November. It actually goes until Monday, so we run into January. So, you know, as luck would have it for the officers, they're excited as can be to grow beards for as long as they can, because traditionally in the policing field, you don't get to grow a beard. You have to be pretty much clean shaven. I've been a police officer for about 28 years, and I've been clean shaven for about 28 years. So to get an opportunity to grow a beard for some is a worthy cause. But part of that thought process of what we could do, what more we could do with that, and bringing the awareness to domestic violence, we hope that by growing the beards, citizens would engage with our officers and talk to our officers about, hey, why do you have a beard? And that would provide us a good opportunity to segue into the conversation and bring up awareness on the theme that we have. That being part of that morale boost and that ability to bring awareness on a topic that's of concern, domestic violence is something that we deal with in every town, in every city, in every place that you can think of, not just specific to Harrisburg City, but throughout our country and throughout the world. Our hopes in moving forward with our initiative is to bring more people into the fold and bring up the awareness. You can just watch the news and see what domestic violence and the effects of domestic violence within our own town and what that does to people. And as the Police Bureau, our thought is that no one should live in fear of abuse or in any type of abusive relationship. So it was easy to, with that theme, to come up with a good partner to make our donations to. So I'm happy to announce this year with our domestic violence theme that we are donating our money, and we raised $2,760 this year, and our recipient for our money is the YWCA. And I do have here, on behalf of the YWCA, Miss Mary Quinn, who is the CEO of the Y. So come on up. Check for me. And we'll present the actual check. Let's go ahead and take that. lose this. This is the actual real check, so. So I'm happy to say on behalf of the Harrisburg Bureau of Police and our No Shave initiative, we are presenting to the YWCA a check in the amount of $2,760 to assist in their programs and to support domestic violence education and everything that they do here in the city of Harrisburg for our victims and for the citizens that do come into the city of Harrisburg. So congratulations. Yes, absolutely. Here's the actual check.
Thank you. And just very briefly, I would like to thank the Bureau of City Police for choosing the YWCA of Greater Harrisburg. As Officer Moody said, I am Mary Quinn, the President and CEO of the YWCA of Greater Harrisburg, and we know just in the past year alone, we served 5,400 victims of domestic violence in the county of Dauphin. We know that those situations when officers are called out can quickly turn violent and lethal, and we appreciate the quick response that our victims receive and that we receive as an organization located within the city of Harrisburg. So we're honored to receive this money and really value our working relationship with the City of Police. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Quinn. Part of the piece of the No Shave November is obviously as the morale boosting part for our department. Officers are then judged for their beards, and we select a winner from the officers that participate in the No Shave November. This year we're happy to announce that Officer Bath, who is standing up here, who was not aware that he was selected as the winner and currently does not have his beard. Monday is the day that all the beards have to come off, so he took advantage of his itchy beard and took it off beforehand. But he was selected as our winner this year, and I do have some pictures that I can show you that I'm sure he would not like for us to give to you. But we do have pictures to display that, and also with that, we every year we take it a next step further. And I'm happy to present Officer Bath with his plaque, which he is the second-year recipient of, which depicts Officer Bath. His beard is actually engraved into a plaque, and he's allowed to post this up and get all of the accolades that come with being the winner of the No Shave November. So if Officer Bath would step up and receive his plaque. Congratulations. And what I like to do generally when we, hold on, don't go nowhere yet. Generally when we give them that, is, come on back up here, sir, is I like to welcome him in and give him my own little gift, which is to take the beard off. He already took advantage of that, but I will still go ahead and supply him with his tools to take care of his beard. So again, congratulations and thank you. Thank you, sir. And you can kind of get a gauge of some of the beards that the officers have grown, and you can focus in on some of our officers, this being our community policing unit and Corporal Hammer here to represent. We have Mr. Blake Lynch, who's also a part of that and was part of making this day happen for us. I'd like to recognize each and every one of our officers that have participated, thank them for their participation in this worthy cause, and thank our officers who are here today to accept and be a part of this. If there's any questions that anyone would have, I can answer a few questions now. Yes?
How is the money raised?
So each officer pays in to become a part of the program. Right now, I think our fee was $30. Each officer made a voluntary donation of $30, and there are a little bit of rules to it, like you can't get exotic with the beards. They have to be neatly trimmed. They have to be somewhat presentable. But each male officer that participated was allowed to grow a beard during that time frame. They had to donate their money to be a participant. So you couldn't not donate money and grow a beard, so that was part of it. And then for female officers who, for the women officers who wished to participate, they were allowed to grow their hair, let their hair down, nail polish. There were other things that they were allowed to do so that they were also a part of that. But that was mainly where the money came from. Any other questions?
Is this the most you've raised?
This is, so I'm glad you brought that up. Each year that we've participated with our No Shave November initiative, and I will say, we're not the only department here that does that. I believe pretty much the surrounding departments all have some form that you see in November where you'll see officers wearing beards. They all have their own initiative that they do, and most of them take their funds that they raise from that and donate to their own causes. It's not organized in the sense that it's one capital region thing, but each department surrounding here, it's not uncommon to see in November with them growing their beards. This year it was the highest amount at 2,760, and we're hoping for next year when we do it that we raise even more money. So that's our plan, and next year we'll come up with another theme, and that's where we'll decide where the money will go to. As far as judging, the civilian staff here, we use them to pick which officer has the best beard. I try to stay out of that portion of it and let them do that. Any other questions? Again, thank you for coming out and filming with us today, and thank you for your participation in this. And I hope you all have a great weekend and a blessed day. Thank you.